A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the Defensive Player of the Year, Clark, this past season. Like it'll keep him motivated.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I love the passion he plays with defensively. It seems like a burning fire in him, and Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. You've got to love how the passion.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala out there with Rush. Then there's Anderson Varejao. Then there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard. Crawford against Barbosa. It's Crawford with the drive. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Here's Crawford following the basket by Stephen Curry. Goes up from the top of the key. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Curry kicks to Rush, and the pass to Varejao. Rivers against Curry. Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game. Clippers leading by 5. Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Here's Rush, and it's blocked by Jordan. Fires the 3. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Rivers. 11 points for Jamal Crawford. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
A different look for the Clippers. Pierce is checked in for Johnson. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Varejao. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Now here's Green. A 14-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
It's stolen by Curry. Is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first lead into a rhythm.
And Baamute's checked in for the Clippers.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Jordan. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
Paul's shot is off. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry.
Sean Livingston.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. That's good.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Thompson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. Knocks down the 3-ball. Thompson's got 9 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
The shot by Paul, no good.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Over in the corner, Barnes. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Timeout for the Clippers.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Yeah, I think they felt that game slipped away from them. And it wasn't so much that they missed a lot of shots as much as it was they fought foul trouble the whole night.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Spates. And that's now 11 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
And he gets the bucket.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. That 3 off the mark. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the wide open shot from Redick. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Redick's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Ball against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Down low. And Aldridge sends it back. They get it back. The tray. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here's Iguodala following the basket by Chris Paul.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
Here's Thompson. It's tipped. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Deep 2 from Crawford. No good on that last second attempt there. And a pretty tight look.
Yes, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Love it.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
What a stellar outing in this one for Thompson. He's got 14 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Luke Mbamute. And it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. last season averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
Shot's good from Mbamute. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Bogut. Back to Curry. The 3. Mbamute pulls it in. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The drive by Paul. To the middle. Tries again. Hangs in the air. And Jordan with the layup. And the Clippers lead by 5.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Here's Barnes following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Curry. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Curry's got 11 points.
Great move to the hoop on that one there. He didn't let his height disadvantage dictate that matchup. And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
Warriors trail by 5. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Right now, let's get an update on Klay Thompson. Doris, what's his status?
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said he's having back spasms and it's causing him a lot of pain. If he were to miss some time, it would be a very tough loss for his team down the final stretch of this season. They're hoping that doesn't happen, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Paul.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Thompson with the bucket.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Prigioni for 3, and yes, sir, that one drops. Prigioni's got 7 points in the game.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
A pull-up, good on the jump shot. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. They get a hand on it. And now the Clippers on the break. Looking for Redick. He gets it there. Again, the Clippers. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Pablo Prigioni. Crawford, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Now, taking a look at some stats for Crawford. How last month turned out for him? He's right around 17 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Yeah, and you know, when he's hot, it's really quite nice to watch. I mean, when he's cold, you simply sit him down. I mean, save him for the next time.
.56 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 5, and a wide open look for Iguodala. And the 3 ball is good. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead. Here's Rivers. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Rivers has got his first 2 points. The Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Here's Rush, and Aldridge sends it back. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Cole Aldridge. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Rivers. Livingston kicks to Varejao. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Clippers lead by 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Steph Curry's out there with Barbosa, and it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
It's stolen by Johnson. There's Crawford with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Barbosa's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
He gives them a double-digit lead. 14 points for Jamal Crawford.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Curry can't get it to go.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one. Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. The rejection by Paul. They retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Deep 2 from Crawford. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Clippers lead by 12. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball. think it's totally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up. Settle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Thanks again, Doris. Warriors on D. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. That's a 2 from Paul.
The defense has really gotten into his head a little bit here. He's not playing with any kind of confidence right now.
Amute, a screen on Curry. Pierce, and it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Here's Redick. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Curry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Paul Pierce.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 13 points now and 3 great steals. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe. Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
And here we go. That's good. Thompson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Redick with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Good.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Paul with the 3. No luck. The Warriors go the other way with it. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It's Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Paul for 3. Paul missing again.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. No good from Bogut.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's the pass to Redick, the 17-footer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Curry against Paul. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Curry.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
To the inside, Thompson dishes to Barnes, and he gets it to go.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead by 2. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Austin Rivers comes in for Chris Paul. Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Here's Rivers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejão. That is his first foul of the game. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is.
Here's Rivers. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Yes! And the foul. That's on Paul Pierce.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Checking out the game Andre Iguodala is having. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get high and stay high from beyond.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Rivers against Curry. Stolen by Pierce. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Crawford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Crawford's got 7 points for the quarter. High, arcing shot. It's in!
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Curry against Rivers for 3. It's in! And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
3-pointer. It's money from deep.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
And the Warriors with possession here. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Right wing. Beyond the arc. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And the Clippers call time here. They're leading by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. From deep 3-point range, good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most. And got
Chris, how does
The 2K Sports post-game show.